3 nights in Sagada. Free parking lot at walang tigil na buhos ng ulan. Nag-commit kami na i-maximize ang off-grid setup namin pero hindi pa man kami nakakasettle, binugbog na agad ng mountain weather ang rig, resulting in a leaking camper walls sa mismong unang gabi. On this episode, panoorin ang mga unexpected ulan struggles namin, quest para lang talaga makaligo at kung paano pa rin namin na-enjoy ang mga hidden gems ng Sagada. The real question for this episode, sulit ba ang mag-camper sa ganitong lamig at ulan? O mas okay na lang sana na nag-hotel kami for comfort? Let's find out. After ng matinding weather sa Atok, tinuloy na namin ang biyahe paakyat ng Mountain Province. Ang ganda ng daan, terraced farms, at bangin na mapapatingin ka talaga. Huminto muna kami sa Highest Point Cafe para mag-stretch, huminga sandali, at i-enjoy yung view.
Nalulula dito kahit zipline, imagine mo zipline, no? Ha? Katakot to, pero ang ganda. O, galing tayo doon, no? Baba. Galing, magtatakbo-takbo. Where are you? Atok, Benguet. Highest point.
High point.
Habang nandito kami, we took a moment para ma-appreciate itong epic view. Welcome sa famous highest point ng Philippine Highway System. At this altitude, ramdam mo agad na mas manipis ang hangin at sobrang sarap ng lamig. From up here, you get one of the best panoramic views ng buong Cordillera Mountain Range.
Napakaganda pa rin. May episode na tayo na nanggaling tayo dito eh, pero ang ganda pa din talaga. Welcome to Bugyas. Bugyas.
Yes.
Ano susunod dito? Bakun?
Hindi ko alam ba. Tiyata ko dito eh.
Hindi ko rin alam eh. Bili tayong silan.
Quick stop muna kami sa Bugyas para mag-supply run. Normally sa road trip, chichirya, tubig, at snacks lang yan. Pero kapag naka-camper ka, minsan ang laman ng grocery list mo, Volcasil, pang-patch ng leak sa camper.
Okay. Thank you po. Meron na. Welcome to Mountain Province. Ito na start ng Mountain Province.
Discover Sagada. Discover yourself.
Umali kayo. Mali. Si Alice na kayo. Yung Tagalog.
Mali!
Mali.
Pagdating namin sa Sagada, ibang vibe agad yung bumungad. Mas malamig ang hangin, mas tahimik ang paligid, at may fog na unti-unting gumagapang sa mga pine trees. After ng long drive from Atok, parang dito nagsimulang huminga ng mas mabagal yung trip namin. Pero camper life ito, so bago ang sightseeing, kailangan muna naming humanap ng spot. Hindi pwedeng basta mag-stop lang kung saan-saan. Kailangan safe, flat, at okay for overnight.
Ang challenge is may makikita ba tayong parking for the night? Abangan. Sana meron. Kahit lang empty space lang na flat.
Basta payagan tayo.
May dalawang option kami, paid parking sa St. Mary's or free parking ng isang restaurant hotel.
Kalagay na overnight parking. Pero closes at 8 p.m.
Ma'am, may overnight parking po dito. Pero po, hindi na ako makapasok pagka 8 p.m. Sige po, makakapasok. Labas naman ako po. Hindi, sige po. Silipin muna natin, tapos labas tayo ulit.
Basta sa dulo daw.
Check.
Lang tumakbo yung mga bata.
Diretso lang po, no? Thank you po.
Sa dulo.
Dulo po, thank you.
Upon checking, medyo maraming nakapark na tourist, so we decided to find another spot.
Punta na tayo ng Misty Lodge. Ay, sakto pa inulan.
Sa Misty Lodge kami pumwesto kasi bukod sa libre, tahimik yung lugar, may grassy area, and most importantly, solve
Kukunin
na
mo
rin
yung
ang pagkain.
Umulan. Kain muna tayo.
Pagpasok namin sa Misty Lodge, ang unang mapapansin mo agad is yung character ng place. Hindi siya yung typical restaurant na plain lang. Ang daming owl figurines sa loob, sa shelves, sa corners, sa mga small displays. Parang bawat tingin mo, may bagong detail kang makikita. Very Sagada yung vibe niya. Warm, wooden interiors, tahimik, homey, and a little quirky in a good way. Dito kami kumain ng pizza, which was perfect after a long drive. Malamig sa labas, tapos nasa loob ka ng cozy mountain lodge, eating hot food. Pero syempre, hindi pwedeng hindi namin subukan yung isa sa mga kilala nila, yung homemade blueberry yogurt. Creamy, fresh, and balanced. Hindi yung sobrang tamis na parang commercial yogurt. Mas natural, mas light, pero satisfying. For us, Misty Lodge became our first proper Sagada food break. Hot pizza, blueberry yogurt, cold mountain air, and a restaurant full of little owl details na nagbibigay talaga ng sariling charm sa lugar. After kumain, naglakas loob na ako magtanong kung pwede kami mag-park at magpalipas ng gabi sa parking nila. Thankfully, pumayag sila. And for that night, Misty Lodge became our safe little home in Sagada.
Ay, excuse me po pala, miss. Ano pala, meron kasi kaming dala, yung dala kasi namin camper van, parang doon kami nakatira. Pwede ba akong mag-park doon for the night? Kasi para dito sana kami kakain. Naghanap kasi ako ng pagpa-parking na pagtutulog. Oo. Kasi dito, actually dito kami lagi, kumakain. Sabi ko, baka pwede tayo makiusap na doon na tayo mag-park para pagkakain, akit lang tayo dito. Sige ba? Sige ba? Yung setup naman namin, walang nilalatag, walang kahit ano, parang sasakyan kami mismo. Thank you ah. Secured. May pagkain na tayo. Hindi na tayo problema pagkain. Yes. Thank you, Misty Lodge. Mas gusto ko dito. Mabuti pumayag yung Misty Lodge. So, meron mapapagliguan for the night. Yes, for 100 pesos per person. So, pwede na. For 100 pesos, may hot shower, good space, pwedeng dumuming. Very good. Goods. So,
For 100 pesos per person, may hot shower na, malinis pa yung CR. Sa lamig ng Sagada, napakasulit na nitong ligo na to. Pagbalik namin sa camper, gabi na at umuulan. Madilim na yung paligid, tahimik na yung area, and all we wanted was to settle in for the night.
How about our dinner,
kukunin
Dad?
ko mamaya.
We forgot our dinner.
Kukunin ko. Yeah, bigat.
But the Mr. Lodge will be closed soon.
Hindi. Tingin ko muna ito dito. Ay, ginaw. Hindi. So ngayon, nandito lang kami sa parking dito sa may Sagada. Nahanap lang kami na itong spot na to. Matulog na muna. Swerte, malapit na kami sa restaurant. Wait lang.
Ano ko na?
Wag mo nang i-pop up yung ano muna. Ito munang Starlink. Akin na. Okay na. Ako din magugas ang paa. Linis muna ng paa. Sa maputik. Okay. Done. Yeah. Papasok na ako Excuse me.
I'm full of goosebumps.
Na. Full of what? You're full of what? Sa pop up natin.
Up, it's a rum-
Tayo ka muna kali, tingnan mo yung kay mami. Tingnan mo kung basa yung kanya.
Dito kasi. Huwag mo upuan yan, basa.
Okay, Mama.
Ang dami pa rin lakaw ng atok. Hoy, mga lakaw.
Sinape natin.
Anong siname natin? Papatay natin lahat yan ngayon.
Problema na naman tayo.
Ano?
Ayan guys, may problema na naman tayo.
Anong problema mo?
May naglilik.
Isabit ko to, no?
Naglilik na naman. Basang-basa
Sabit.
ba?
Pagpasok namin sa loob, napansin namin na may tumutulo pa rin sa walls ng camper. Hindi na namin muna ginalaw that night. Since madilim na rin and pagod na kami, inayos na lang muna namin yung mga gamit and settled in for the night. Kinabukasan ko na siya, kailangan i-patch gamit ang Vulcasil.
First night dito sa free parking sa Sagada. Gisingin na. Good morning. Magsigising na kayo alas 7 na. I'll just leave.
The next morning, mas maayos na yung weather. Hindi na ganun kalakas yung ulan. And at least may chance na kami tingnan yung camper ng mas maayos. So first thing na kailangan kong gawin was to patch the leaks na nakita namin kagabi. Basic patch lang muna gamit ang Volcacial. Hindi perfect repair, hindi permanent solution, pero enough para mabawasan yung tubig kung sakaling umulan ulit. Hindi ako yung tipo ng dad na handyman. Usually, kapag may ganitong trabaho, naghahanap ako ng expert or someone na mas marunong talaga. Pero sa ganitong klaseng biyahe, hindi laging may available na tutulong. Minsan, ikaw talaga yung kailangan gumawa. So kahit hindi ako confident, kailangan kong subukan. Kasi sa camper life, hindi enough na marunong ka lang mag-drive at mag-travel. Kailangan marunong ka ring mag-adjust kapag may aberya. When you think of Sagada, usually caves, cliffs, fog, and cold weather agad ang naiisip. Pero this time, we wanted to experience Sagada in a slower way. Hindi yung puro tourist checklist. Hindi rin yung laging adventure. We wanted to see the quieter side of town. The local crafts, the small food stops, the clay that Cali shaped with our own hands, the local wines we got to taste, the hot soup that was perfect for the weather, and one beer stop na hindi exactly natuloy as expected. So for this part of the trip, we took it slow and explored Sagada one small stop at a time.
Let's take a try.
Day 1 natin sa parking lot, sa free parking lot. So for today, let's explore muna yung Sagada. Unahin natin yung Sagada weaving. Kasi alam ko nalalakad lang yun dito. For today, we're just gonna walk. Let's go, dito.
Are we just gonna walk?
Yes!
Naglakad kami papunta sa first stop. Dahil ilang araw umulan, madulas ang daan, and unfortunately, nadulas si Leona.
Nadulas si Mami while walking. Nung bata kami, Kari, yung paa namin hindi nawawala ng ganyan.
Now we know.
Now we know kung bakit pala naglalakad sa kabilang side. Dahil mamos. Wala. We learned it the hard way. Nagasgas tuloy. Diyan, no? Huwag kayo maglalakad dyan. Ang hirap maglakad dito sa Sagada. Walang sidewalk.
Medyo challenging yung lakad kasi walang sidewalk. After a few minutes, narating din namin ang Sagada weaving.
We're here on our first stop, Sagada Weaving.
First stop namin was Sagada Weaving. Pagpasok pa lang, makikita mo na agad yung mga fabrics, bags, wallets, and handmade products na very Sagada yung feel.
Actually, may nagdala rito, nabili daw niya. 1981.
1981?
Oh, nabili niya 1981.
40 plus years na yun.
Alam mo, ang pinapalitan sa akin, zipper lang at saka yung mga botones.
Yung mga ganito po. Wow. Dahil kaya kailangan natin bumili ulit.
Pero for us, hindi lang yung finished products ang interesting dito. Mas na-curious kami nung nakita namin mismo yung mga weavers habang nagtatrabaho. Nandoon sila, patiently creating patterns, and ang satisfying panoorin. Kasi bawat galaw may rhythm. Doon mo marirealize na hindi pala siya basta souvenir na bibilin mo lang bago umuwi. Every piece takes time, skill, and patience. And after seeing the actual process, mas iba na yung tingin namin sa mga woven products. May kwento na siya, may effort, may local hands behind it.
I know how they put you put them under and then put them back and then you just need to press something and then it's so nakakalito. but I'm so amazed at how they do it.
From town, sumakay kami ng tricycle papunta sa Sagada Pottery. Short ride lang. Pero ramdam mo pa rin yung quiet mountain town feel ng Sagada.
Or yun ang Sagada Pottery. Tara. Who's excited to make pots, Kali? Wala po kaming kasama. Kaming tatlo lang.
Sige, sa taas po tayo. Sa pinakamataas and to your left.
Left. Thank you.
Thank you po.
We're here in Sagada.
Bawal maingay.
Pagdating namin, inikot muna namin yung place. Doon namin nakita yung sobrang daming pots na naka-display and for sale. Iba-ibang shapes, sizes, colors, and textures. Walang pare-pareho. Each one felt unique. Parang bawat pot may sariling personality and sariling kwento. After namin maglibot, doon na nagsimula yung pottery session ni Kali. At first, tinulungan siya ng guide. Then after a while, siya na mismo yung nag-try mag-shape ng clay. Nilagyan pa niya ng name niya, kaya mas naging special. Hindi namin siya nauwi agad, kasi kailangan pa itong patuyuin and i-process. So ipapadala na lang sa amin after a few months. Someday, pag dumating na yon, hindi lang siya basta souvenir. May kwento na siya from our Sagada trip.
Kain muna tayo dito sa Salt and Pepper.
Syempre nakakagutom maglakad-lakad. For lunch, we hit up the famous Salt and Pepper Diner at nag-order kami ng sinampalukang manok. Paglapag sa mesa, nagulat na lang kami. Hindi siya normal na bowl, literal na planggana yung size. Good for 5 persons daw pala to. Kaya sobrang perfect lalo na sa malamig na weather ng Sagada. Napalaban talaga kami sa kain.
Ayun yung Pitik Wines dito, di ba? Papasok. Siguro maraming tourist. And let's go, tuloy.
After that massive lunch, we stopped by Pitik Wines to try some of their local wines. And what made this place interesting was wala silang shopkeeper. Honesty store siya. Ikaw mismo pipili. Ikaw mismo magbabayad. Pero surprisingly, kahit simple yung setup, complete yung payment options nila. Pwede cash, e-wallet, and even credit card. Dito namin natikman yung bugnay, rice wine, guava, and blueberry. Hindi kami wine experts, so hindi ito technical tasting. May fruity, may mas strong, may mas easy inumin, and bawat isa may sariling character. Yung bugnay, very local ang lasa. Yung rice wine, or locally known as tapoy, mas traditional yung feel. Tapos yung guava and the blueberry, mas playful and approachable. Kasi aside from the wines, yung Honesty store setup mismo made the place feel unique. Minsan, a few small cups are enough to give you a taste of the place.
Itong maganda dito sa Sagada Pitik Wines, ano siya, Honesty store. Tapos, meron lahat ng mode of payment. Meron cash, may GCash, may Maya, even credit card meron. So, unique sobra.
After that, dumaan naman kami sa St. Mary's Church. Tahimik yung place, surrounded by pine trees, and iba yung calm na feel niya compared sa ibang tourist spots. Hindi siya yung lugar na kailangan mong madaliin. Parang ang sarap lang maglakad ng mabagal, tumingin sa paligid, and take a short pause. Simple lang yung church, pero ramdam mo yung old Sagada feel and yung history ng town. While we were there, nakahanap din si Kali ng mga kalaro sa open grounds ng church. Bigla na lang siyang nakisali and started playing, which made the stop even more memorable for us. Wala namang malaking activity, wala ring dramatic moment. Just a peaceful stop where we got to slow down, enjoy the quieter side of Sagada, and let the Kali enjoy the place in her own way.
Welcome to Sagada Cellar.
Last stop namin was Cerveza Sagada. As someone na mahilig sa beer, excited ako dito. Craft beer in Sagada, cold mountain weather, local brewery, parang perfect ending sana to a slow town crawl. Pero wrong timing kami.
Malungkot, walang craft beer. I'm so heartbroken.
Unfortunately, wala silang brewed beer that time kasi wala yung brewer. Still, okay pa rin na nakita namin yung place. At least now, may reason kami bumalik. And maybe next time, mas complete na yung Cerveza Sagada experience. And that was our Sagada camper experience. Hindi siya yung usual trip na check-in sa hotel, labas saglit, then balik sa room. This one felt different. We arrived looking for a place to park, ended up eating pizza and homemade blueberry yogurt at Misty Lodge. Spent the night in the camper, patched what needed to be patched, took a much-needed hot shower, and slowly explored the town one stop at a time. We watched local weavers at work, let Kali try pottery, shared a huge bowl of sinampalukang manok, tasted local wines, visited St. Mary's Church, and even tried to end the day with craft beer, kahit wrong timing. And I think that's what makes camper travel so memorable. Hindi laging perfect, hindi laging convenient, pero mas personal yung experience. You don't just visit a place, you live in it for a while. For us, Sagada became more than just a destination. It was cold weather, local food, small challenges, quiet stops, and family memories all in one trip. And that's what makes this kind of travel special.
So we're done here in Sagada. We stayed here for 3 nights. Wala kaming binayaran sa parking, wala kaming binayaran sa accommodation. Thank you so much sa Misty Lodge sa pag-allow sa amin magstay dito and pwede maligo.
After that, nag-pack up na kami. We popped down the camper and left Sagada behind. Pero hindi pa tapos ang mountain adventure namin. Kasi from the cold, quiet roads of Sagada, tuloy na kami sa next destination.
Saan tayo next? Ifugao, let's go! Uminit po.
Check mo bumiyahe.
Oh, hindi ko po na-check ng
Wala kang budget. Kulang na dala-dala.
Wala po, hindi ko napansin eh.